Recently, a YouTuber, Eva Loves Raw, made a video stating that she is no longer vegan. So I wanted to make a response video to that, because content like this often misleads and confuses people. So I just wanted to clarify some things here. So first of all, I wanted to say that I have nothing against Eva. She seems like a really lovely person. And this isn't a hate video. It's simply a response to the ex-vegan point of view, hoping to clear up some misconceptions. So let's jump in. So in the video, Eva spoke with another woman who also left veganism, and both of them, they discussed the health struggles which claim to be common from a raw vegan diet. However, we need to examine what their diets actually consisted of. From Eva's channel, it's clear that she focused heavily on greens, juices, fasting, and all kinds of cleanses. She mentioned that her hair started falling out due to malnourishment. While this is really unfortunate, it seems that her issue wasn't veganism itself, but rather a diet that was too low in calories, too low in fats, and low in fruits too. Juicing and fasting, all of this can be really helpful and beneficial for short-term resets, but these are not sustainable sources of nutrition for long term. Women in particular need adequate calories, especially from fruit and also from healthy fats. Yet Eva really avoided fruit or ate very, very little fruit or not sweet fruit, because she claimed that it really aged her faster. So instead, she focused on greens, vegetables, and juices. So she said when she noticed that her hair started falling out, what she decided to do, she decided to add more kale, more microgreens, more juicing, more cleansing, instead of adding some calorie-dense plant-based foods like fruits, nuts, seeds, or avocados, or coconuts. All of these are really, really healthy foods. So eventually she started eating eggs, which she claims helped her with her hair loss. She noticed almost immediate change and her hair started growing beautifully. So of course, eating eggs, which are calorie and fat dense food sources, it helped, but did she really need to resort to eating animal products? After all these years, she could have achieved the same results by incorporating plant-based fats and proteins. So at this point, I'm really not sure if she was vegan for the animals after all. The other woman in the video also mentioned some health problems, and she did mention that they come from eating a low-calorie diet. Again, the solution is simple: eat enough calories. Okay, don't restrict, don't do super fast. Okay, add fruits, nuts, seeds, and calorie-dense foods to your diet. Eat some cooked vegan meals if needed to add more calories. It's not rocket science, okay? You're hungry, you're constantly starving, you gotta eat. Your body is telling you gotta go eat. Why are you starving all the time and then you blaming veganism that your hair is falling out? This is not right, okay? This is not right. We cannot do this, okay? We have to stop this. Now, I don't know much about that other lady that Eva is speaking to, but she mentioned that she is now eating animal organs. Really? Eating organs? So, eating organs is not the answer to a poorly executed plant-based diet, okay? So you could clearly see that both women seem to view veganism as a restrictive diet rather than a lifestyle. They were both obsessed with fasting, detoxing, and eating minimal calories. This approach isn't sustainable and it doesn't represent veganism. Eva admitted that she was tired of always bringing food with her and she felt really, really restricted. And I totally understand. Yes, it can be very challenging, but it's all about the mindset. Okay, so for example, it doesn't have to be so hard, okay? You can plan ahead and you can bring, let's say you go to the restaurant, so you can bring like a small dressing with you, because you know that all the dressings in the restaurant, they suck, they taste horrible. So that's what I do. I bring a little dressing with me, and sometimes I bring some extra vegetables or fruits with me. And it's okay, it's not a big deal. I don't need to bring a huge cooler of some stuff. I need a couple of things. I pack it in my bag. It's not a problem at all. I look at it as simplicity for my body, for my mind, for my everything. It doesn't have to be complicated, okay? It doesn't. Okay, so let's clarify something for somebody who doesn't know. Veganism is not a trendy diet. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle based on ethics, based on health, and based on sustainability. It is a lifestyle that avoids all animal products and it seeks to minimize the harm of animals. And if someone treats veganism like a diet, they are already setting themselves up for a failure. Eva's restricted approach resembled a starvation diet rather than a balanced raw vegan lifestyle. And unfortunately, her reliance on greens and juices left her really malnourished. Humans are frugivores. We thrive on fruits as our primary food source, as they are much higher in calories than greens and vegetables. And of course, we also do some fat in our diet, so small amounts of nuts and seeds, coconuts, avocados, it's all good for us. These are all healthy options. But over focusing on fasting and juicing, it deprives the body of vital nutrients and calories. Eva claimed that she followed her raw vegan diet by the book, but I wonder what book it was. Unfortunately, she followed a book that says to skip meals and avoid fruit entirely. What kind of book is that? If your body is telling you you gotta eat, you're hungry, so stop. Just go and eat and then stop when you're full. Do not overcomplicate things. Your body knows better. And when we're trying to play with all these different kind of portions and fasting and I eat from this time to this time, this is like, I don't know, this is so stressful. It's becoming really, really stressful and obsessive. I don't see it as a good sustainable way of living, you know? There are countless ways to eat raw vegan diet or to be on a raw vegan lifestyle, okay? And I find that satiety is really the key here. And the other woman in the video, she mentioned that she wasn't satiated anymore. Well, what was she eating? Like I said, once again, probably not enough. She was not eating enough. So of course she wasn't satiated. She's hungry all the time. She's starving. So I agree. Sometimes I eat a huge green salad with lots of vegetables and all kinds of greens and things. And after that salad, I don't feel satiated still. So I add some extra fats and I feel so much better. I eat some extra fruits, and sometimes it has to be dried fruits with some nuts and seeds, and I feel so much better. I feel more satiated and I feel happy. I feel okay. It doesn't have to be okay, it doesn't work for me, I gotta go eat some eggs. No, it doesn't have to be like this. If you chose this lifestyle for ethical reasons, then I don't see how you can go back to eating animal products again. So sometimes if I'm really, really, really struggling, I really, really, really want to eat something cooked, it's okay. You can go ahead and eat some cooked vegetables or some cooked potatoes. It doesn't have to be a greasy, disgusting junk food. You can have some of that. It's okay. I don't eat it all the time, but once in a while, I can go ahead and eat some mashed potatoes. I don't super restrict myself. I don't, because I know restricting is gonna be, it's not good, okay? If I go to a restaurant, they have no salad, I didn't come prepared, I can always order some vegetables, some sauté vegetables or roasted vegetables, and it's fine. I can have that. So it doesn't have to be super, super, super restrictive like this. It's really stressful. I don't know how people do this. Well, apparently they can't do this either. It just doesn't work. And let's talk a little bit about juicing here, okay? Now, I really like juices. They freaking taste delicious. They make me feel good, for sure. But I don't have like an hour, 2 hours a day to go ahead and start juicing. And, it's very, very expensive to have all this produce just to make the juice out of it. And I feel really wasteful like this. So what I used to do, I used to put all this stuff into dehydrator and I used to make like kind of like bread for sandwiches. But I don't know, it's not the same. For me, eating a whole food as a whole without this deconstruction, I prefer it that way. I prefer to eat a whole apple, not just juice. Once again, I like it. It's delicious. It's yummy, but I feel like it's wasteful. I feel like it is actually very expensive to juice. And yeah, and it takes too much time. So I don't see it as a really, really good nutrition. I look at it as a snack, okay, or a nice drink. I don't look at it as my main source of calories, my main source of food. It's not gonna make it for me. I need something real. I need real whole big plate of fruit or huge salad or some nuts and seeds and things like that. Then I feel good. Then I feel fine. But just drinking juice, I don't know. I can't do that. I just can't do that. It's just very wasteful and very time-consuming process. So I really want to clarify something here, that raw vegan diet or vegan diet, it doesn't have to be so complicated. It doesn't have to be that you have to be juicing every single day and doing all these cleanses and everything. It can be simple, okay? It's simple, it's not difficult, and you don't have to spend all this time figuring things out. It doesn't have to be like this. Eat whole food, plant-based diet, you're gonna be fine, okay? Do not go crazy restricting. You're feeling hungry, just freaking eat. Just eat. Can you eat? It's not rocket science. I don't know why people keep on doing this. If I'm hungry, I'm freaking gonna go and eat. I don't care if I'm gonna gain a pound or two tomorrow, okay? Because the day after tomorrow, I might not want to eat a lot. I know my body can regulate itself. If it doesn't want to eat, I don't feed it. So I eat my food, I get full, and I'm done. That's it. I nourish my body. It needs food. I nourish my body. I don't starve it, okay? I don't starve it and then I say I quit veganism because it doesn't work for me. So yes, it's really frustrating to me when ex-vegans, when they blame veganism for their health issues, when it's clear their diets were inadequate. They restricted themselves to the point of deficiencies. They concluded the lifestyle doesn't work, and instead of eating nutrient-rich, plant-based foods, they turned to animal products. I really don't get it. I don't get it. And you know what Eva even mentioned, that now she even drinks raw milk. Whew, one of the worst things that human can consume. It's very risky, it's full of bacteria, and it's completely unnecessary. It makes all kinds of unwanted tumors grow in the body. Yes, unfortunately, milk does that. There were studies for that. And it's really not good for you. It's just horrible for us to consume. We are not baby cows, okay? Another thing that really ticks me is that they mentioned that they only obtain flesh from animals that are humanely finished. So there is a lot to unpack here. So even the phrasing humanely finished, it feels deliberately softened, right? Like, why not tell it as it is, okay? Why not describe this as it is? Animals who were tortured, who were slaughtered, who were denied their will to live, even though their deaths were unnecessary for our survival and health. And no amount of prayer over their suffered bodies can morally justify what was done. Also, for the argument that they only prefer the animals that are killed in a humane way. So, can we talk about this a little bit? Let's just be honest. What is a humane way to kill somebody who doesn't want to die? What's humane way? I don't know any humane way. You killing. There is nothing humane about killing. It's like you're trying to kind of mask yourself, like no, like I'm okay, everything is fine, I'm not killing them, it's all good, these animals are happy and everything. But that's not the case. They dead, okay? They were raised and they were killed. That's it. So I really hate statements like this because they really weaken the reasons behind being vegan. Okay, there are a few more things I really want to mention in this video. For example, they mentioned a few pioneer raw vegans who unfortunately passed away in their 70s. But they conveniently ignored that the raw vegans who are thriving well into their 90s are still alive. So, you know, you can't talk like this, okay? There are some vegans who live into the 90s. There are some non-vegans who live into the 90s. Like, yes, but don't just like say that the vegans die in their 70s and everybody else lives beyond that. I don't like these kind of statements. Oh, there was another argument about, not argument, there was another statement that Eva said that she mentioned that Indians being vegetarians, they are diabetic because of carbs, because they eat a lot of carbs, so they are diabetic, right? But unfortunately, the reality is that they consume a lot of dairy, they consumed a lot of clarified butter and milk, which is really, and yogurt and all of these dairy products, and they are really high in fat. Fat is what's causing the diabetes, unfortunately. A lot of fat, and especially animal fats, they cause this condition. So it's not the carbs. So come on, I thought that she knew that by now. She read a lot of books, so I don't understand. How did she miss that part? I didn't know she was like against carbs or something. Also, there was something that really shocked me when they mentioned the shout out to the vegan deterioration channel. It's like, what? That channel? Are you kidding me? If you don't know, that channel trashes all the vegans. She just takes the worst pictures of vegans and uses them to her advantage to say that how vegans deteriorate over time. You see how their diet is horrible and all the bad things she's talking about. So it's a very negative channel. It's a very trashy channel. It just talks garbage about people. And I was really surprised to see that they are supporting it now. So I honestly lost some respect for her now. Okay, now the other woman was talking about some skin issues, and but I could definitely tell that she's had some cosmetic work done, like, I don't know, fillers or Botox or whatever, lip treatments, definitely. So it's not the animal products that work the magic here, okay? And yes, it's okay to do whatever feels right for you. It's okay. You want to do this, go ahead, do it. I'm not judging you. But personally, I'm okay with some wrinkles, and I feel better without eating my friends. I don't want to kill somebody because my skin is not super plump anymore, okay? I don't want to go and kill and eat that animal because of that. If I'm vegan for life. I'm vegan for the animals, okay? That's it. I'm gonna find another solution. There's so many plants, so you can always find a healthier way of eating to fix any issue, okay? So what I really think is that Eva may have struggled with some sort of eating disorder, and it's possible that perhaps her husband pressured her into eating animal products. So I kind of got that vibe from the video, and it's so sad, but it seems to be the case. Another thing is that she always talked about being super disciplined, being a super disciplined raw vegan, okay? She was really strict with everything. But how about relaxing a little bit and taking it easy? You can still thrive without being so strict all the time. It's just so stressful and it's not necessary. So the video also had a lot of other negative things discussed, but I'm not going to go into them here in this video because it's gonna be a very long video and I don't want to bore you guys too much here. So I just want to say that in the end, it's really sad to see Eva go this route. I did like her channel before and I thought that she had potential to thrive as a vegan, but it seems that she was always dieting rather than adopting veganism as a lifestyle. Constant restriction and obsession with detoxing left her depleted and exhausted. So for those of you who stuck on a restrictive raw vegan path, don't give up on veganism. So focus on eating enough calories, prioritize fruits, and don't be afraid of some fats. Just try and embrace all this abundance of plant-based foods. There are so many of them. There are so many dishes you can make. It doesn't have to be this way, okay? Veganism is about not doing unnecessary harm to animals. And it's about thriving. It's not starving or feeling restricting all the time. So I hope I clarified some things here, and please go vegan. And if you can't stay vegan, then don't go public and broadcast to the whole world that veganism doesn't work, because it is not true. It's not veganism doesn't work. It's something else that doesn't work. And if you need help staying vegan, just shoot me an email. I'll leave all my information in the description below. You can email me, you can contact me via Instagram or Facebook. I can help you figure out why you can't stay vegan. Because I've been vegan for 10 years already and I'm not going back. I'm vegan for the animals. And if something is not working with my health, I'm not going to go and eat eggs and salmon. Okay? There is another way. So I definitely encourage you, if you're lonely, if you feel like you're really alone on this path, don't just don't be alone. Shoot me an email and I can help you. Okay? So it is also all about the right support. Okay? We need support. We cannot go through certain things alone, and we need some help. We need to have people in our life who go through the same thing. It's very difficult to do everything by yourself. Okay? It's easier when you have some shoulder you can cry on. It's easier. So don't be afraid and reach out to me. I welcome everybody. Just shoot me an email. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay healthy this new year, and I'll see you in the next video.